Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Murphy. I wanted to come on and make a video so we can continue reading our Classroom 13 book. So the last time we read, we finished chapter 4 and we learned that Emma ended up buying an island after she got into a little bit of an argument with her parents. And on that island, only cats were allowed. No dogs, just cats. Well, unfortunately, Emma learned that she's allergic to cats, which is very sad for Emma. I don't know what I would do. And I just want to say I love seeing your illustrations, not just for chapter 4, but for each chapter that you've drawn. You guys have been doing a great job. And that really is such an important thing to help us with our comprehension and creating that movie in our mind. And it's also a really great thing to look back on. So when we get towards the end of the story, if we wanted to refer back to Emma, we could look for that picture and we could see, oh, that's right, Emma bought an island with her check. I kind of also feel like every kid from Classroom 13 that's received a check has had nothing but problems. I mean, if we think back to our first, I think it was Mason, right? I mean, he had major problems. Emma had major problems. So we often think that, we hear our parents say, oh, if I just won the lottery, or, we have that mindset sometimes that money can solve all of our problems and make us happier. But do you really think that's true? I don't know, something to think about. So we're going to read chapter 5, and chapter 5 is William. So I'm going to make myself small and my book big. Okay, chapter 5, William. All the students in Classroom 13 were careful not to use the P word around William. You know, the one, paranoid. I'm not paranoid, William yelled. It's not paranoia if someone's really after you. I'm telling you, we're all being watched. That woman has been watching me all day. But William, Miss Linda said, I'm your teacher. I'm supposed to be watching you. That's how school works. Aha, he shouted back. So you admit you've been spying on me. It's a conspiracy. He looked at others with a smirk on his face. Told you. What's a conspiracy? Comment down below if you know what a conspiracy is, or look up the definition if you don't know. The other students were used to William being the most paranoid, crossed out, suspicious kid in Classroom 13. So when William decided his life was in danger because of his lottery money, they shrugged it off. But you guys, he said, someone is going to try to rob me, or worse, I just know it. Then hire bodyguards, Ethan told him. Of course, if you don't pay them enough, they could turn on you too. William agreed. Trust no one. He left school that day, taking a different path home than he normally did, in case he was being followed. He changed his clothes as he snuck through the park. Trying different disguises he had in his backpack, a neck brace, a nun's habit, a cowboy hat with a mustache. He finally decided to dress like an old man. He folded up the lottery ticket and hid it in his shoe. He changed his outfit, stuffed his clothes with newspaper, then added an oversized scarf and a hat. No one will recognize me now, he muttered. Out of the corner of his eye, William thought he saw an unmarked car pursuing him with bad guys inside. He hopped on a bus, going the opposite way from his house. It took him clear across town. This will throw them off my trail, he thought. You look just like my grandfather, said a young woman on the bus. Please, take my seat. So William sat down. But then the woman started staring at him. He was sure that she wanted to steal his billion-dollar check, too. At the next stoplight, he ran off the bus. When William got home, he ditched the disguise. But with each passing minute, he grew more worried. He was certain he would be robbed at any second. He cut a hole in his mattress to stuff the check inside, but he became scared that the check would get stuck in the mattress springs, and he'd have to rip it out. Last he checked, the bank wouldn't accept paper shreds. He needed a new plan, but where would his check be safe? William jumped when his bedroom door opened. It was his parents. "Son," his dad said, "is everything okay?" "Someone's trying to steal my money." "Don't be silly," his mom said. "Why would someone steal your allowance?" "Not that money, this money." William showed them his lottery ticket. "Oh," his dad said. "Why don't we hide it for you?" his mom said. "If someone is after you, no one will suspect we have it." "And as adults, we know lots of great hiding spots," his dad added. "Great idea," William said. "Take that, bad guys." He hugged his parents, thanked them, and went to sleep. Being cautious all day was exhausting. The next morning, William peeked out his windows. No one was spying on him. His parents' plan had worked. As he went to thank his parents, he found they weren't home. His parents' clothes were gone. So were their suitcases. And so was his pet goldfish, Goldie. "That's weird," he whispered. William's mind started to wonder. Had his mom and dad stolen his money? Would they really run off without saying goodbye? Were they thousands of miles away on a beach somewhere, sipping umbrella drinks and laughing about their double cross? What is a double cross? Comment down below if you know what a double cross is. And was the goldfish, that shifty-eyed sneak, secretly the mastermind of the whole thing? And was Goldie even his goldfish's real name? William chuckled to himself. That all sounds so paranoid, he thought. Soon, William would learn that his paranoia was correct. His parents had run off with his money, and they were not coming home. What would you do if your parents did that to you? I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I would do. That's something I would have to think about. Tell me what you would do if your parents did that to you. Wow. Poor William. I really wanted him to not be right about being... I wanted him to realize that he was being silly and there was no reason to be paranoid. But there actually was a reason to be paranoid, right? Poor William. So you're going to draw your illustration, and I'm going to draw my illustration, and I will see you in Chapter 6. Bye-bye.